This gentleman, I don't know if any of you have watched Doomsday Preppers on National Geographic, but this guy is a star of that show. And that's one of the most popular shows, by the way, on National Geographic's a record breaker. And he is going to do a special introduction for our next guest, who wasn't really on the program and graciously said, "Can I come?" And when somebody of this man's magnitude says, "Can I come?" your reaction is, "Are you kidding me?" Absolutely. Tim, introduce him.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
This is also one of our new hosts.
Yes.
Tim Ralston.
I thank you. Well, you know, I'm like pacing back and forth trying to figure out what I could tell this audience, which is kind of like my Facebook friends, but I can see everybody. This is pretty crazy. They're all a bunch of patriots on my book, so hopefully everyone in this audience are patriots of the United States. And anyone, can I get a little bit more of you from that? All right. Now, I was promised dinner. Didn't get it. I'm a survival expert. I found it right here. I stole this from that lady back there. She's 86. Strongest survive, okay? That's my first lesson. That's what I'm going to be teaching at Wake Up America. No, not to steal, but to be able to wake up and to think, geez, maybe someone's not going to be giving me this little piece of food every single time there's an emergency or a little hiccup in whatever it could be, right? So, I'm sorry. When I was talking with Robert, literally, I want to like throw this away, but I'm like, this is all I have. That person stole my seat. I don't have any food. So I'll keep this for later. So literally, the person that really taught me a lot about business and about like taking it to the next level was a good friend of mine, Robert Kiyosaki. And you guys might have read his book, Rich Man, Poor Dad. Everyone heard that? All right. Son, I got to tell you the example. My son, because we were bringing him out to the national level in marketing, and my son, he at the time was like 8 years old, read his book at 8, read his book, and had a game, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it was all about believing in himself. And it's like, he told me, it's like, money doesn't work for me, or no, it's I don't work for money, money works for me. And it's like really difficult to tell an 8-year-old to do his chores when he's telling you that, what was from Robert Kiyosaki, which was difficult. Needless to say, he got, this is beyond the time frame. He's now, Harvard is like knocking on the door trying to get him to come in. But it's amazing to me with Robert, and what you're going to hear from him is not what you want to hear. We had a conversation just a week ago on his radio show, and it was about talking and waking up America. And if you could like go backwards in time and think about when Paul Revere was out there. I know it's hard to think of that, but if Paul Revere were there right now, like I am, saying this is not right, something in America is not right, and screaming to the top of his lungs, people would look at him and point fingers and say, you don't know what you're talking about. That's kind of what myself and what Robert is doing all the time. The unfortunate thing is that Robert is really right. Everything that he's talked about has come true. And this guy is amazing in regards to being able to point the finger at what's to come. So what he has to say, I think, is something that all of you need to listen to and to pay really close attention to. I know that when he comes into my store, it freaks my wife out. She doesn't like to see Robert come in because when he comes in, he and I have conversations about what the strength of our economy is going to do and where America is going.